Hey, everybody. This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good looking friends. I was not planning on doing a video today. However, I got into a really great conversation about how Meghan and Harry completely blew it. I mean, royally messed up, particularly Meghan. There was so much promise back in 2018. At the time, economists saw how much value she was bringing to the economy, and it was estimated at like over $500 million. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. As you know, I am a pretty active member in the St. Meghan Markle community on Reddit, and in this community, there are quite a few well connected people who have a direct line into Hollywood. So there is a member who has been bringing some solid tea consistently over the last 18 months on what is really going on in California with the Mad Duchess. Let me share with you some of the insights coming out of the West Coast. Shout out to Secondhand Coke for painting a colorful and humorous picture of these two jokers. This post was made today, and it clarifies the reality of where Meghan Markle's fame and net worth sit today. Let me set the disclaimer. This is what the industry is whispering about in La La Land. So the post begins chiming into what Meghan had inflated her worth to be, saying, "You may already know this, but while those figures were circulating the streets of Markle world, in the real world, she had her PR grossly inflate her earning potential to match her inflated self-evaluation. Here's what was really going on for anyone who may not know already. I'm connected to a prominent figure in the film industry. He told me that she never had any hope of actually working in Hollywood, neither before her marriage nor after Megxit. Suits was a cable show produced in Toronto, and she, A, never made it past number 6 on the call sheet, and in parentheses, importance of cast members in each episode, and B, was being written out before she met Harry. She spun it to look like they wrote her out because of Harry and her marriage, but that's not what happened. She was scrambling for work and aggravating the shite out of everyone from Reese Witherspoon to Barbara Broccoli, all the way to Wendy Williams trying to get screen work. She was also having her agent trying to get her work as the face for major fashion labels, and nobody was returning her calls except for Reitman's. And her behavior was so awful, they regretted it. She didn't save her suits money, she owned no property, and she was running out of time and money, kind of like now. The truth is that Markle is the luckiest con artist in the world, and I have to give her credit for scoring an effing prince of the United Kingdom right when she needed money most. It's uncanny. Now, though, she's shown her hand. She may not realize it, but she has. Nobody will ever hire her for anything again unless they've been in a coma for the past 5 years, and she'd ruin herself in Hollywood back when she'd played the FedEx girl in Horrible Bosses. She pissed off Jennifer Aniston for acting like a diva, and Jen has a lot of clout. No one legit was going to hire her after that. The only reason she got the Netflix, Spotify, and Penguin contracts was because Harry was worth the money, or so they thought. They were all told at the making of the deals that H&M would be working for giving access to the royal family for 50% of the time. When that fell through, a huge part of their business plan died. Meghan was allegedly on the speakerphone with the meeting and screaming mad when that didn't happen. She allegedly told the Queen to drop dead. I don't know that for a fact, but as Netflix had been following them around, it is a rumor that came out of the Netflix crew and trickled out to the rest of Hollywood. I personally would hope she wouldn't tell anyone to drop dead. Certainly not the Queen of England. But anyway, the palace reportedly hung up on her and have refused to speak to her since. There have been times when she has been handled, like by Camilla at the Jubilee or Sophie at the funeral. But no one really speaks to her, and she will never have a direct audience with the monarch again. Anyway, When they lost the half in, half out, they lost a lot of what they promised these companies, but they were still popular enough with the public then that they could still have made something work. We've watched how that has turned out. So, long story short, Meghan isn't worth what was reported. Best estimates for the contracts are Netflix, 20 million, Spotify, 5 million. I don't know what the bigwigs are paying for memoirs from ex-royalty and shitty children's fiction from an ex-royal soon-to-be ex-wife, but my best guess for a 4-book deal with Prince Harry writing a tell-all is 10 million advance and then a % of sales. That seems like a lot of money to us plebes, but they are hemorrhaging money on housing alone. Then there's staff, publicity, security, legal fees, Meghan's ugly designer clothes, private jet flights, polo, and everything else. Their money is spent before it even comes in. They lose more money through Archewell than they gain. Anyway, the truth is that without Harry, Meghan is worth 0. She's worth less than 0, and the royal family know it. Hopefully, she'll take whatever they offer, sign an NDA, and run. But this is Meghan, so... And Secondhand Coke says that they've been told, despite the rumors in Cosmopolitan and The Sun, among other places, that Netflix is not pushing to make another series to address the issues posed by Harry's book. This is purported to just be Meghan recoiling at the negative feedback from Spare. She was allegedly very vocal about thinking that the book was going to somehow make everyone love them and turn on the royal family. She is said to really believe they wronged her somehow. This is Meghan trying to mainstream media mandate that they do another series because she thinks we all just don't understand. She also allegedly trying to get interviews to connect the dots and put his book in historical context, whatever that means. So there you have it, folks. This is what has been going on over the last couple weeks. She is behind the scenes furiously trying to make this right to get us to understand. In other words, she wants to continue to keep forcing down this false narrative until we comply, until we say, yes, we believe you. They wronged you. I don't know what delusional world she's living in. And, you got to give her an A for effort. But the more they speak, the worse it's going to get. I think it's time to just throw in the towel, Meghan. It's over. You had one shot. This was the shot of a lifetime, and you blew it. Meghan can get out of this without going completely broke, but we know that she's going to continue to keep pushing until there is no more money, and that's when all of this is going to stop. But she could cut her losses right now and downsize her home, save some money, do some investments, and live a quiet life. This public life is really not for her. And I don't see anytime soon that she will be welcomed back into the public eye with the adulation that she is expecting. But we know our Megsy. She's going to keep trying until she goes for broke, and she will be back to where she started from. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Because this is what I honestly see happening. But leave your thoughts below. Don't worry, I will be back tomorrow. I'm working on some content that's actually really good. So until then, be safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.
I was such a fraud.